Hi there! Welcome to Craft with Kathie. Hi there! Welcome to Craft with Kathie. So this is going to be project number 2 using the same transfer, and this is actually a kit. It's called Let's Cuddle Kit, and it comes with pillowcases that look like notebook paper, which are really sharp, that I think I'll be doing tomorrow. So this project is using 2 pieces from the transfer Let's Cuddle and actually putting them on the flip rotating board. And it was real simple to do. I used cherry red and then marvelous for the opposite side. And here I'm doing the bunches where I'm going to use the cherry red chalk paste. If you've never chalked before, believe me, it's simple. We use transfers. Think of them as stencils on steroids. They're made of vinyl and silkscreen, and they are adhesive backed, reusable. Our chalk paste, it's not paint, it's chalk paste made from chalk, is water soluble, and on many surfaces, such as this one, it's removable. So I can make the sign for Valentine's Day, and when it's over, change it out for St. Patrick's, change it out for Easter, spring, etc., etc., etc. One of the great things about our paste, on a lot of surfaces, it is removable. Removable from chalkboard, dry erase board, metal, glass, mirror. Now, if you want something permanent, then you want to use our ink, which is permanent when heat set. And there's another project coming up, doing a shirt using the Let's Cuddle transfer to customize or personalize a t-shirt. It's really, really adorable. So now I'm just doing the flip side, putting the transfer down. I'm going to use the marvelous paste. And then basically, that's all there is to this. Simple, quick, didn't take much time at all. And the board's reusable. Spritz it with water and remove the paste when you want to change up the design. It really, truly is as easy and simple as it looks. If you can butter toast, you can chalk. Here's the finished design. I love you. Bunches. How sweet is that? And how perfect for Valentine's. Coming up with another project. Stay tuned. Our transfers can be used on a lot of surfaces, some of which they're removable from when using chalk paste. But we can also use our transfers on wood. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm using it on a wood palette board. And I'm using the same transfer. This was actually, I think, my first project from the Let's Cuddle transfer. And I wanted to do this with the wording Sweet Dreams. Now, because this is wood, I'm going to wax it first. A little bit to smooth it out. Another reason is to create a barrier between the surface and the transfer, because I don't want the adhesive of the transfer lifting any paint or any wood or splinters like that, but also to make the surface a little bit smoother and smooth out the little dips and bumps in the wood. So waxing doesn't take a long time. Just use a little surface wax, rub it in, buff it off, and you're good to go. It really is simple. And here I'm going to use some dark blue shimmer chalk paste, which will give it a little bit of shine. Kind of reminded me of nighttime, so that's what I was going with for this. Pretty straightforward, simple, easy to do, nothing really fancy. I add a couple little embellishments after I'm done with it, and it's good to go. Nice little shelf sitter or something to sit on a bookcase or a dresser, or you could put a little sawtooth hanger on the back of the palette board and mount it if you wish. Just another project from the Let's Cuddle kit. I wanted to show how versatile and easy it is to make multiple projects with this one kit. It really lends itself to multiple uses. Here's the finished project with the stars added. Wouldn't this be sweet in a child's room? And actually, it doesn't scream Valentine's at all, does it? Did I mention that we could use ink on surfaces that we want to be permanent? For example, if we want to personalize a t-shirt or some piece of clothing, use our ink. Once it's heat set, it's permanent. If you want to customize a mug or a glass, use our ink. Once it's heat set, it's permanent. It's easy to do. I'm inserting a little mat underneath the first layer of the t-shirt so that my ink doesn't go through to the back layer. And our mats are sticky, so it sticks and keeps the fabric in place. I'm just smoothing it down a little bit, making sure I have it aligned properly. Then I'm going to put the transfer on, and in the same way that we use chalk paste, we use ink. The one thing to remember with ink, though, is make sure you don't get it on your fingers. Be careful. You'll notice that I do a couple finger checks because the last thing I want to do is go to lift up my transfer and have a little smudge of ink on something. And if that happens, no worries. Just add something else. Add a design or an image or a heart or something to hide the little oops. It's easy enough to do. Turn it into a happy accident. So I'm just applying the ink here, and I'm going to squeegee it over the transfer. I go over the same area a couple times, just letting the ink soak into the fabric. And I had actually mixed up our bright white ink along with some candy apple red ink. I'm just smoothing it over, making sure I have everything covered. Then I'm going to remove the excess ink. Take a little look at it. I was a little light in one spot, so I'm going back over that, adding a little bit more ink and just checking it out, taking my time. See that quick little finger check? If you've ever wondered what it's like to be a designer for Chalk Couture, comment team below and I'll send you a link that tells you all about it. No obligation whatsoever. And right now is a great time to join. We have 2 new perks packs, one with ink, one with chalk, plus some other great bonuses. Just comment team and I'll send you the link. I'd love to have you on my team. I don't want to smear the ink that I have on right now. It's wet. I could dry it with my drying tool. See how quick and easy it is to customize clothing? Now, wouldn't this be sweet paired with a couple hearts going down the side of a leg of jeans? Wouldn't that make a cute Valentine's? Casual, obviously, but wouldn't that make a cute little Valentine's statement? And all you have to do to make this permanent is to heat set it using either an iron or a heat press. Real simple and easy to do. I actually have another video that talks all about heat pressing and shows how to do it. Well, I decided I need to gussy up a little gift that I'm giving. Actually, I'm making the pillowcases for someone, and I wanted to add just a little something to make it a little bit more special. So I've gotten some wooden tags here that I'm just applying a little surface wax to and then buffing it off. And I am going to actually chalk these tags to use on my gift. Isn't that an interesting idea? And they could be reused by the recipient anytime they want. I'm putting all of my love on one, and then I'm just putting some X's and O's on the other one. But just thread a little ribbon through the tag hole and attach it to your gift. Easy and simple. It gives it just that extra little special touch to something. I'm drying off the paste here. Actually, I had put some notebook lines on the back of one of the tags to kind of coordinate with the pillows. The pillows are done on fabric that looks like notebook paper. Isn't that a great idea? So I'm just applying my chalk paste. I'm back to using the chalk paste because I'm using it on wood, so no need to heat set this. I just dried it with my tool so that I didn't smear it when I added the other part of the transfer on. And here I actually did smear a little bit that I'm just wiping off. The wax acted as a little barrier, so let me wipe away my little smudge. How simple and easy was that? And here's my little XOXO tag. So sometimes if you just need an extra little touch, add a tag to it. And then you could add foliage or flowers or whatever you want to make it even more special. So I already have an ink mat inside my pillowcase, and I've pressed it down, and I'm all ready to get inking. The Let's Cuddle kit comes with everything you need to make the pillowcases. Obviously all the different designs on the transfer, two 17 1/4 by 17 1/4 pillowcases with a nice zipper, nice quality cases. I'm just applying the transfers. I'm going to use my black velvet, my red, and a shimmer gold ink. And I'm actually using some placement tape here just to put underneath the transfer that says sponges, so that I have a little bit more of an area that just to kind of protect from going off on the transfer. It's kind of like a washi tape, so that if I accidentally pull the ink down a little too far, I'm not hitting the surface. I'm hitting that little strip of tape that I could just remove when I'm done with it. So just like all inking, I'm going over the same area a couple times, just giving the fabric time to absorb the ink. And then when I'm done inking, I will set it aside to dry. I usually let my projects set overnight before I heat set them. If I don't want to, if I need to heat set it sooner than the next day, I could use my drying tool, or you could use a hair dryer. You don't want something with a lot of heat. You do not want to use a heat gun, but something with more focused air that gets a little bit barely warm, not really hot or anything, and just dry it with that. And once the ink is dry to the touch, then you could heat set it. And any questions about heat setting, see my video on heat setting. You could use a dryer or a heat press and some parchment paper. It really truly is easy to do. So now I'm applying the gold shimmer ink, which actually has a little bit of shimmer and shine to it, so it gives us a little bit of a pizzazz. The kit does not come with the actual pillow inserts, so you could actually purchase inserts to go inside them, or you could use the stuffing, whatever you actually prefer. Doing a little finger check there just to make sure that I don't have any ink on my fingers before I add the red to those little cherries. Isn't this a cheery, bright little kit? Perfect for Valentine's Day. I think it has just the right touch. It's sweet and it's easy. It really is a very quick and easy project. If you haven't tried ink, give it a thought. It's not much different from chalking, and if you could butter toast, you can chalk. Just take your time. Ink doesn't dry as quick as chalk paste, so actually there's no rush. Just take your time as you go through it, and you'll be fine. Another little finger check there, and I'm going to start removing the transfer. Look at that coverage. And once it's dry and heat set, you could run your finger over it and you could barely actually feel the ink. It's not like vinyl. It doesn't chip and peel. I did actually smudge this project to the right of the S. So I'm going to cover that little smudge of black ink and ink a little red heart using the candy apple red ink to cover up my little happy accidents there. And no one will ever be the wiser. Just applying the ink, smoothing it over a little bit, and then I'll remove the transfer. See how easy it is to fix a little oops when they happen? Can't see it at all. Now on to the second pillowcase. So I've inserted the ink mat underneath in between my layers of my pillowcase. I'm applying the transfers. And yes, I used this Let's Cuddle on that hot pink t-shirt a few days ago. I think I've used every piece within the transfer on different projects. I wanted to illustrate the versatility, and our transfers are reusable 8 to 12 times or more with proper care. And proper care is really just removing the chalk paste or the ink from the transfer, and any lint that got on the back of it, and then letting it dry and putting it back on its backer sheet, and then storing it away for the next use. So there's really not much to care. So you could put this on fabric, you could put it on clothing, you could put it on wood, metal, mirror, glass. Wouldn't some of these sayings be sweet on the bathroom mirror for Valentine's Day, or for every day for that matter? How about a nice little all my love or something, or P.S. I love you? Wouldn't that be the sweetest thing? So I'm adding my colors, and I'm keeping with the colors that come in the kit. You get black velvet, shimmer gold, and candy apple red. If you want to use other colors, just add ink packets in the appropriate colors, or mix up your inks to get the appropriate color that you want, like I did with the t-shirt, mixing the bright white and the candy apple red to give me a very light pink. I did use the placement tape down here on top of my transfer just to make sure that I wouldn't run into the wording for the word cuddle. So I removed it, and now I'm going to apply the shimmer gold to the word cuddle. The kit comes with complete instructions. I've deviated a little bit with it. I've added the XO on the bottom here, whereas the kit doesn't show it like that. But you can mix and match and customize it to what suits your taste and your personality. Isn't that why we craft? Because we get to make it our way. If you haven't heard about Club Couture and would like to get an hour of creativity showing up on your doorstep once a month for just $21.99, comment club below and I'll send you some information. Club members get an exclusive 8.5 by 11-inch transfer and 3 color-coordinated ink or paste packets delivered straight to their door. And shipping's on us. Almost done with the shimmer gold, and then I'm going to go on to my candy apple red and wrap this up. Quick little finger check. I'm going to do the XO, and then my hearts. As you can see, it doesn't really take too long to create a project. It's another thing that I love about chalking or inking. It's not like it takes days or hours or weeks to create something beautiful. All done. What a beautiful pair of pillowcases. The ultimate gift for Valentine's Day. I put the link for this Let's Cuddle kit in the description, so if you'd like more information, just check it all out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.